Well, we are finally getting the mugshots of Rebecca Haro and Jake Haro, the two monsters who have now been charged with murdering their 7-month-old child. Here's Rebecca, looking rough as ever. I've also seen some speculation that maybe that's a second black eye. It doesn't really look like it to me. I'll zoom in. It looks more like a bag under her eye from tears, because you can kind of see it up here in the top corner too. And then here's the black eye there. And then let's see good old Jake's. The definition of evil. This right there, the absolute definition of an evil monster. As a reminder, they still have not found little Emmanuel's remains. The search is vast. I would imagine, based on the arrest warrant and them saying that they had seized their devices, and I know they passed some of them over willingly, but that based on what they found in their electronics and things like that, that's what led to the arrest. So I would imagine they do have some sort of digital footprint that they're following through the last several weeks of, their movements and what they did, because it's my belief too that Emmanuel has probably been dead for quite a few weeks, and they buried him, thought that they had, enough of a runway ahead of them to where then they concocted this story. But we'll, of course, find out more details on that. But going back to the crime itself, sources have confirmed to mainstream media, or I should say sources have said to mainstream media, that inside the house they also found lots of blood on the carpet. We know they also had been allegedly removing some floorboards, and that it's been said that Jake is the one who killed Emmanuel and Rebecca helped him with the cover-up, which also seems to track given his track record, but curious to know what your thoughts are. My personal opinion, especially because it is a charge of murder with malice, I believe this wasn't something they just woke up and decided to do one day. I think that there was probably some ongoing abuse, and then it went too far. And at that point, they had to get rid of the body, cover it up. Again, I think that probably happened weeks ago. And then they concocted this kidnapping hoax of a story to try to get away with it. The one thing I still am curious about, though, is the black eye. There were reports of it being seen even, days, weeks earlier. Was that because of the relationship between them and just, a result of him hurting her? Or was that done intentionally to, quote, sell the story? It's also my opinion that this piece of garbage, human walking trash, is going to flip on Rebecca and try to say that it was all her fault and that he was just trying to help cover up. But if she has any sort of brain inside that evil, twisted, bootleg, troll-looking face and head, then she will tell the truth and turn on him and give up the whereabouts of where Emmanuel is. They have their next court hearing scheduled for Tuesday, August 26th. We will see what happens, and I will be keeping you guys updated.